If you're over 40, this is me calling you out in real time. Foundation over 40 looks different, and we gotta make some changes, ladies. But I did you a favor. I put together some tips on how to change your foundation game when you're over 40. And the first is that prep matters. We need to hydrate more than we ever have before. So find a light moisturizer that won't make your foundation pill or cake up, and apply a really light layer before you put your foundation on. I use a blurring primer, but I only use it in the center of the face, which is where I need the most blurring. This is where I have larger pores or fine lines and wrinkles. You don't necessarily need the blurring primer all over your entire face. So just keep it limited to the center of your face, and then the rest of your face will look glowy and hydrated. Tip number 2, avoid heavy full coverage foundations because those are just going to settle into your fine lines and your wrinkles and your pores and age you even more. So you want to stick with something more hydrating. A skin tint, a tinted serum, or a tinted moisturizer is going to work best. Tip number 3, try to keep the heaviest part of your makeup on the outside of your face and use less product in the center, because the center of your face is where all of your fine lines and wrinkles are. Tip number 4 has to do with application. I always use a brush or my fingers. No matter how you apply it, afterwards, go in with a damp sponge and just blot and press it in. This is going to pick up any excess product that may settle into your problem areas. And it also smooths things out to give you a flawless finish. Tip number 4 is about powder. These two are my favorite. I like a loose powder, and I like it very, very finely milled. If you use a loose powder, the finer the mill, the better. It's going to do a lot less settling in and looking cakey. So this one by One Size is a favorite. This one by Huda is a favorite. But if you like a pressed powder, that's fine too. I like this one by Charlotte Tilbury. Go in with a small kind of angled brush, and I pat that in under the eyes, because a puff is very likely to settle in there. Smile lines, nose folds, anywhere that you don't want that to settle in and accentuate those lines. Then you can take a larger brush or a puff and go over the outer parts of your face. Tip number 6, cream products are your friend. These always look more natural on mature skin. Cream blush, cream bronzers, cream highlighters, anything that you can use cream, do it. My next tip is to avoid chunky glitter and go instead for a soft sheen. This goes for blush, eyeshadow, highlighter, anything that shines. A chunky glitter is just going to accentuate fine lines and wrinkles and creases. But a shine or a sheen or just a little glow is always going to look more youthful. My next tip is about color choice in foundation. I always assumed that I needed the lightest color because I felt so pale, and it wasn't until I realized that I really need something about a half a shade darker than I thought I did, because the last thing I want is to look sickly and pale. And the last step, whether you think you need it or not, go with a setting spray, a hydrating setting spray. These are my 2 favorites. I like the All Nighter by Urban Decay, and for when I really need staying power, the One Size On Till Dawn. But just for every day, the All Nighter just adds some of that glow back in and gives you a dewy look that is more youthful. Those are my tips for foundation over 40. Hope you found something useful, and if you know a trick that I didn't mention, definitely leave it for me, because I want to know all the things.